Thank you, Elaine. Those of us who know Elaine know just how much she's done over the years on these very important topics. And the way that she's approached this and the way that we're approaching this is the proper way. We are living in a time, and I think Frank referred to this in other ways, in which folks who don't know much about the economy are telling us how to rearrange the economy. Folks who don't know much about medical care are telling us how we ought to reorder the healthcare industry in this country. And folks who don't know very much about the way the military operates or what is good or bad for it are telling us how the military ought to be run. Now, that may not be unusual in terms of Washington politicians, but it can be deadly during time of war. And the questions that are framed here are the proper questions. I think the real question is right, the real problem is right here. Is this a policy that is being adopted because it will enhance the readiness of American forces to fight wars and protect America? Or is it something that's being forced on folks for other reasons, legitimate or illegitimate? And it seems to me that the proper question to ask when one is adopting policies that affect the defense establishment is precisely the question framed as Elaine framed it, and that is, does it assist in improving and protecting the readiness of American defense forces? I am not an expert on, I have not served in the military, so I am less capable of talking about these things than folks like Tony Perkins who have served. But I do know something else, and that is that the people who've advocated these policies are more like me than like Tony. They haven't served in many cases, and they're telling people about whose lives and about the organization of whose structure and culture they know very little how it ought to be rearranged. And I think that as a general proposition, we've really had enough of that sort of thing in this country, and I hope that these questions will be asked, and more, I hope that answers to these questions will be demanded. Thank you.